What is going on, everybody? John with Refinery Fragrances back for another review. Today we are going to be taking a look at a highly anticipated new release from the company BDK Parfums. This is Gris Charnel Extrait. Before I get into the review, as always, if you guys are interested in fragrance-related content like this, and you're new to the channel, or maybe you're not new to the channel, but you have yet to hit the subscribe button, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It goes a long way in helping out the channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications for all of my future uploads. Gris Charnel Extrait is considered a woody, spicy fragrance. This is also considered unisex. The perfumer for this fragrance, and forgive me in advance, I'm gonna butcher this name, is Mathilde Bourgeois. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, so please let me know how to say it properly down in the comments. But the notes for this fragrance are cardamom, black tea, fig, iris, bourbon vetiver, cistus and canis, sandalwood, cedar, Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, and Indonesian patchouli leaf. For seasons and occasions for Gris Charnel Extrait, honestly, it's pretty versatile. I would use this in a lot of different scenarios. Date night, you could use it for the office, but go sparingly on the trigger because this is kind of strong. To me, it's probably more suited for a night out, date night, going out with friends. I could see using this dressed up and also casual. I feel like this is kind of a Swiss Army knife when it comes to occasions. For seasons, this works best in fall and winter, although I did feature this on my spring list because sometimes I like something with some spice and some sweetness in it for the springtime, and this works, I think, really well in not super high heat, but like moderate temperatures. But if I had to pick some seasons, fall and winter is where this would work best, in my opinion. For the pricing on Gris Charnel Extrait, you can expect to pay $280 retail. BDK is a niche brand, and they're pretty exclusive, so don't expect to find their fragrances on any discount websites. $280 is what you're gonna pay, and this is the only size that this fragrance comes in, and this is a 100 milliliter bottle. Definitely gonna need to give you guys a look at this packaging. It is some of my favorite packaging that I've seen recently. The bottle is cool. This is like a standard BDK bottle. So you got some BDK there on the cap, on the side, the name of the fragrance there. Got like a batch code on the bottom there. So this is a standard bottle. What I love the most about the presentation is this box. This box is so sick. Look at that. Like matte black, reflective silver, embellishments on the side. Let's get it to focus in there. Sorry, it keeps wanting to pick up on my face. Yeah, on the side there, nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom. It slides out like this. You got BDK right there. And then it kind of sits in this like that. Just this outer sleeve, this aesthetic is just right up my alley. So I was really drawn to it. I was originally drawn to the fragrance because I like the original. And then when I saw this packaging, I'm like, all right, I'm sold. Get me a bottle. Yeah, BDK, you guys crushed it on this packaging for sure. So the scent profile on Gris Charnel Extrait, for those of you that are familiar with the original, I don't think there's gonna be a ton of surprises here. It does resemble the original, but this is much darker. It's sweeter, it's spicier. This is a little bit more catered to my personal taste. The original I think was phenomenal, but it is just a little bit more feminine leaning than this one. So I'm really loving this. And you pick up on this. Three main notes that I get are fig, black tea, and cardamom. Those are some of my favorite notes in fragrance. So fig, there's fragrances like Musk Imperial, there's fragrances like Debaser by Dias and Durga. Musk Imperial is by Atelier Cologne, by the way. Debaser, Dias and Durga, and Philosophos by Diptyque, all amazing examples of fig. For black tea, you got Thé Noir 29, you've got Tea for Two by L'Artisan Parfumeur, and then cardamom, Tom Ford Noir Extreme, La Nuit de l'Homme. If you have heard of any of those fragrances and you kind of gravitate towards them, I think that you would appreciate this fragrance right here because it features those three notes very prominently. And I have been really enjoying wearing this. It's hotter weather now, so I don't wear it as much as I would in the upcoming colder seasons. But if I'm feeling like I want something a bit sweeter, spicier, darker for us, maybe a cooler summer night, although that has not been happening recently, this is a great fragrance to reach for. Just because when I wear it, I feel confident. This is definitely a very sensual fragrance. This is gonna get you noticed. With the Extrait concentration, it's a good performer. I wanna talk about performance for a second. This is not a beast by any means. This is not gonna get you 12 hours, 15 hours, like some extraits will. I get a strong 8 hours out of this fragrance. If I spray it on clothes, it will last, 12 or more hours. But on skin, I get a strong 7 or 8 hours. Projection is decent, especially for the first couple of hours. You're gonna get good projection, but what really the star of the show here is the sillage. So when you walk by somebody or somebody's walking behind you, I've walked behind somebody wearing this, and it just leaves a really nice trail. It's very sophisticated, opulent, sensual, and like I said, this is perfectly unisex. So a man or a woman can pull this off. I can see a lot of different people, a lot of different personalities reaching for this and pulling it off really well. So I am enjoying this. There's also a really great creamy element as well. There's that Indonesian patchouli leaf, and I'm a big patchouli fan. As long as it doesn't smell like just straight up patchouli, I like it, and it's used really well in here to kind of give kind of like a darker, I do get a bit of greenness out of this, especially in the middle. I'm picking up on something green, and it could be the vetiver, but I have a feeling that it's that patchouli leaf is a little bit green. It's not as chocolatey and cakey as you would find in something like, what is the one by Jovoy? Psychedelic by Jovoy has that really chocolatey, cakey patchouli. This is a bit fresher, greener patchouli. So just utilized really well in here. So like I said, a lot of you guys know La Nuit de l'Homme. If you've smelled that fragrance, this is a great option to get into niche fragrances. And that's one thing that I really enjoy about BDK fragrances. Their whole line is very accessible. So if you are not used to things that are in the niche category. Some niche fragrances can be a bit polarizing. They can be animalic, or they can be highly floral, or just a bit more avant-garde. This kind of melds those two worlds together, the designer and the niche world. It gives you something of extreme quality that's gonna last long, but it also has that kind of appeal that a lot of people can be into and can like. So I really enjoy BDK for that reason. Sometimes I don't always want something that's incredibly challenging. And when I want to just know that I smell great, BDK has a lot of fragrances that I can reach for. And Gris Charnel is just something I've been enjoying really well. I kind of wish they would have released it in the fall time, so I would have had more time to wear it before the weather really heats up, because I'm not going to be reaching for this a ton in the high heat of the summer. But once fall rolls around, I am going to be reaching for this quite a bit, and I'm looking forward to wearing it when it's, under 70 degrees, let's say that. So Gris Charnel Extrait by BDK Parfums. Let me know, have you guys tried this? I want to know your thoughts on it. Let me know down in the comments if you tried it. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let's get a conversation started, and I will see you guys soon.